Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you the ways to make gold in Dragonflight. Before we get into it, if you would like to learn more in-depth ways on how to make gold in retail, you can check out my complete gold making guide. It will be the first link down below in the description box. It's basically a guide that I constantly update, and if you own a copy or future updates you get for free, and you get those sent to your email address automatically. However, let's get right into this video. So the first method is farming. So this can be farming a whole heap of different things that sell on the auction house. Now there is two main ways and main things to actually farm. There is materials, where you farm materials that sell on the region-wide auction house. These will be items that are worth less, however they sell a lot quicker on the auction house. The second kind of things you'll be farming is collectibles, things like transmogs, pets, mounts. These are all worth a lot of gold, but they can take a lot longer to sell on the auction house. So when you're farming and selling collectibles, the way people do it and the way you should do it is by farming a whole lot of different collectibles that are worth a lot of gold and having them all up on the auction house every single day, no matter what. This way, when you have a big catalog of items, you will then start seeing daily sales and making a decent amount of gold from it. For example, with transmog, you want to have over 1,000 listed transmogs that are good transmogs that people want to buy, and you should start to see around anywhere from 1 to 20 sales per day with 1,000 listed transmogs. So that is the first method, which is farming. Moving on to the second method, which is flipping. Now this is how the richest of the richest players in the game make all of their gold, and this is how you can make a really big amount of gold. So what flipping is basically you buy something on the auction house for cheap and then you resell it for a higher price, and then the margin in between is your profit, and that is how you make the gold. But the main thing about this is knowing what to flip, when to buy it, and how much to buy it for. Now if you'd like to learn all of them things and get my TSM groups and operations for flipping, where I have over 11,000 items that I've handpicked over the last 10 years of flipping, all inside of a TSM import string, then you can check out my flipping guide, which will be the first link down below in the description box. It is a guide that I teach exactly how to flip, how to set everything up, and you also get my TSM groups and operations, which you can simply import into your TSM and flip exactly how I am. And that'll be the first link down below in the description box. But flipping is very simple. You want to use TSM, which is Trade Skill Master, and this is a add-on that will show you the price data for items. So what you can do then is figure out what price is worth buying at, then you can sell at a profitable price that people will still actually buy the item for. So when you're flipping, TSM is a must. You can flip either materials on the new auction house, where everything is all on one auction house, but the most amount of gold that I've personally made is from doing flips on the non-region wide auction house, so where it's just in your auction house. So things like collectibles, transmogs, pets, mounts, all those sort of things you can sell for a lot of gold, meaning you can have a big profit margin in between that. So they're really good to flip, and if you know what you're looking for, you can make a lot of gold, especially now with cross-realm trading. So you can do pretty much cross-realm flipping, moving items around to realm, buying on the cheap realm and then reselling on the high realm. However, that is the second method of how gold is made in retail. Now the third and final method that you can make some gold in the game with is with professions. Now there's two ways to actually do professions and make a decent amount of gold with them. You can do current content professions and craft a whole heap of different things. So this is like dragonflight professions. You can do like materials, you can craft a whole heap of different things. And then there's also transmog crafting. So this is where you craft old gear with like leatherworking, blacksmithing, all those ones, tailoring, and you actually craft for them for transmog. You sell one up, you throw one up on the auction house at a time. They're very cheap to actually craft, like extremely cheap, and then you can sell them for a lot more. And that is another way to make really good gold in retail. However, I do think the best way to do it personally would be to farm up a little bit of gold, maybe 100k, 500k, and then start flipping. That is the best way to grow your wealth in World of Warcraft for sure. However guys, that is it for today's video. If you want to learn how to make a lot more gold in a lot more detail, you can check out my complete gold making guide, the first link down below. Till next one guys, take care.